Hey, we're finally back in the hardcore world. I know, it's been a while. In case you guys need a quick refresher, not only are we struggling through all the challenges of regular Minecraft hardcore, but it's always nighttime and we can't use shields. Yeah, it's pretty tough around here. In the past 2 episodes, we found this beautiful dark oak forest, built this giant tree stump starter base, now with a fully fleshed out lovely interior, started working on the outside pathways, looking very nice and shroomy, and we even got ourselves a nether portal set up, but we have not gone through it yet. And of course, as you saw in the time lapse just now, I put together this very cool little fallen log. I'm imagining it as like part of a fallen tree branch from this giant ancient tree we've got as our starter base. It fell into the water some time ago and has kind of just been slowly decomposing and rotting. But you know what? While it's here, it makes a fantastic bridge connecting our main base area over there to our lump where we're doing most of our basic early game farming as well as our mine shaft. Oh, and of course, this goes without saying, guys, but I do apologize for the big time gap between episodes. I know a lot of you guys are very much enjoying this series, but I'm a busy guy. I got a lot of other videos to make, and I got a lot of other things going on in my life, so I really do appreciate your patience between episodes. I try and get these out whenever I can, but sometimes they do take quite a while. One thing that's been really bothering me is, like, you know, this log is pretty cool and all, it's all mushy and rotten and decomposed and everything, but there really isn't anything connecting it to the main base here. And of course, as you know by the title of this video, we are going to be finishing off our entire starter area today, and one thing that's very important to making a cohesive starter area is pathways. I figured that I would bring you guys in for a little bit of the building process with regards to like shaping the pathways and texturing them and stuff, because I understand that that's something that a lot of people often have trouble with. So as our first task of the day, why don't we go get right into that? Alright, we've got all of our materials gathered. You can see in my inventory here, we're going to be working with this general collection of blocks, not the poppies. So when I make a new pathway, the first thing I like to do is take my handy little shovel and mark out a general shape for the path, just with path blocks. I'm going to be bringing the pathway over in this general direction. Got to clear a little bit of that tall grass. Yeah, just kind of bring it off in this direction. We are definitely going to be moving these animals in a little bit, so I won't be afraid to bring the pathway right up next to the animal pens. Oh, and if you're wondering what's going on in these 2 little temporary houses, we'll be getting to that later in the video. We've come to a little bit of a problem here. We've got a big tree and we've got a custom mushroom right in the middle of our path. And normally if you were making like wider, more open pathways, I would say just bulldoze them both down. This time around though, we're actually going to be going straight through the middle here. Gonna bring that off in this direction. I'm gonna veer a little bit further away from the base over here, maybe bringing it out to, I'd say maybe here. And this is because I want to have something branching off in this direction eventually, but for now I just want to get a very basic shape going. So of course we want to bring this around. We might even add another pathway going off to the water over in that direction. It might be cool to have a dock of some kind. But as for now, I'm bringing it off to the front here. Of course, this is going to be connecting up to our little log boy. So we can kind of have a bit of like a 3-way intersection here going this way and then branching off into different directions. Of course, we're making it look natural. We're really just going wherever we feel like. You know, we don't want to have too many rigid geometric shapes or jagged lines or anything. We really want to make things as smooth and organic as possible. Going off in this direction, we run into another little bit of a problem, which is this hill. I think I'm going to go ahead and just push this back a little bit more just so we can barely sneak the pathway through here. Here we are. I've made these cool little overhangs not only here, but a little bit further down in the pathway, which we'll get to in a little bit. You can see I've taken the path over the very tip of the tree root here. I thought that would be a nice little bit of detail, I guess. And bringing it over in this direction, I really like the idea of kind of going under the dirt, at least just for a tiny little part of this hill. I know it's not a particularly big overhang, but I think it would be really cool to throw some like hanging roots on here, maybe some vines, incorporate incorporate a little bit of stone just into the background here, and just change the experience of walking on one of these pathways. You know, one of the hardest things I think you'll find when making pathways, as I often find difficult when making pathways, is making them visually different and unique, you know, because a lot of it is basically the same. I'm putting down the same combinations of textures, so having these little tiny bits of detail like overhangs or going under roots or just veering around in funny directions can really make a big difference. So you can see the other overhang we've got over here. Remember guys, I know they look terrible right now. They're just rough outlines. We're going to be going in and doing all of the detail just in a little... Oh my god, it's raining again. Ugh, please, bro. I'm trying to record. Enderman is not very happy about that. I want to bring this pathway off in this direction to kind of circle around to where we originally started. And while I was working, I remembered this very cool little grove off in this direction. You can see we've got this very nice little clearing right here. It's like a little circular shroud of trees. I think this is very, very cool, and I would love to put like maybe some sort of little hut or mushroom house here. So I think I'm going to be continuing the pathway off in this direction. We're going to have another little offshoot going this way, and it's going to kind of wind around and eventually park itself right here, and we'll get back to that in a little while. Another really tricky thing when making pathways is making sure that the shape looks right. Right now, I would say this shape is looking pretty terrible, and I'm sure you would agree. All these rough, jagged edges and ugly corners and stuff, it really, really doesn't look right. But that's where the rest of our decorative blocks are gonna come in. Did that Enderman just come back? Oh my god, he's suffering. Bro, I feel so bad for them. This pathway definitely feels a lot more natural and a lot more varied and detailed just because it's got all of these different colors going all the way around it. And of course, by throwing in things like moss carpets and slabs, we can cover up all of this really annoying, ugly torch spam that frankly is all over, there's the Enderman again, all over the place because, as you know, it is permanently nighttime. I need to have a torch every 5 feet or else I'm going to get very, very, very anxious. As we take a walk around this now completed pathway, you might notice that everything feels rather messy. There's a whole lot of different textures and colors, levels of depth in the ground, different little bits of decor and detail going on here, and I totally understand if you might feel that it's a little bit too messy, but hear me out. First of all, in this series in general, I'm making more of a point to kind of build things in my own style. Ooh, there's a trident drowned. Okay, hi. It's got a nautilus shell as well. Alright, you hit your buddy. Hit your buddy. Yeah, there we go. Nice. I got it! Yo! I got the trident! This is so sick. Oh my god, wait. 1 durability. Oh my god. Okay, that is going in the... Ooh, and I got the nautilus shell too. That's kind of nuts, actually. I mean, my sword has looting 3, but I killed so many of these guys and never got the trident. Anyways, the gist of what I was saying before is really just that, like, yes, I know this is incredibly messy. We've got a whole lot going on all around my starter base here, but you know, I'm trying something a little bit different. This series, I'm really just building in the style that I feel makes me happy and piques my interest in a way. So it's maybe it's a little bit more experimental, a little bit more weird, but that's just kind of the vibe we're rolling with in this series. By the way, in case you're wondering why there's mangrove logs in my inventory, as I was putting together these pathways, I was experimenting. Oh, there is a hole in my base. BRB. As I was laying down the pathways, I was also experimenting a little bit with a couple of the new textures in 1.19. I added a little bit of the muddy mangrove roots to our log, which I definitely think help enhance the vibes. But more importantly, I was taking a look at mangrove log and I realized that I think this would actually look really, really good instead of the oak log in our starter tree. Haha. First of all, it blends in with the stripped dark oak a lot better, and second of all, it's got a much more smooth, less rough and messy texture compared to our regular oak log. And yes, I know I was just talking about how messy textures are kind of my thing for this series, but the oak log is a little bit too much, especially considering we've already overlaid a ton of moss and mushrooms and stuff and leaves onto our starter tree. I think I'm actually going to go back and replace all of these with mangrove wood. This is definitely a massive improvement over the original oak log that we had here. That stuff was way too messy. This stuff blends a whole lot better. This stuff is definitely a fantastic addition to the game. I'm a very big fan of this bark color. And I also worked on some other things as I was getting the mangrove wood in, but I realized as I was doing that I never really gave you guys like a big picture map of the things we are trying to accomplish in today's video. As you know from the video title, we are going to be polishing and completely finishing off our starter area, which includes not only the tree, but the area outside the tree, and of course the area around the lump. So what do I have in mind for that? Well, the first thing was the pathways, of course, and that has definitely been taken care of. But on top of that, we're also going to be bringing some of these farms over into underground farming areas near our tree. We're going to be moving our animals to underground farming areas as well. We're going to be setting up a villager breeder, and if we have time, a very basic villager trading station. We're going to be building some more custom foliage and mushrooms. I'm thinking we're going to have a giant mushroom in this area off to the side, and we might even take a quick trip down to the Nether if we have the time. So yeah, that's our agenda for today's episode. I know that's quite a lot, so be prepared for a bit of a longer video, but I'm sure you guys won't mind. Anyways, if you got a keen eye, you might have noticed that there's a little tiny hole here and a little tiny hole here. Now, what could that be about? Well, I have started working on an underground passage connecting these two like overhang areas, and I'm thinking we're going to be using that for a lot of like the underground farms and animal breeding areas that I was just talking about. And not only have I been doing some digging down there, but I've been getting a head start on the decorations. If we take a quick look down this narrow little tunnel, you can see very brown and green, densely packed, vibrant atmosphere down here. Very similar to the basement area of my starter base, which we're checking out right now. You can see similar winding spaces gently going down into the ground. And I've got a lot of the same atmosphere here. Gonna incorporate more mushrooms and stone and stuff like that, and you can see it leads down into this underground chamber, which I have not quite finished yet, of course. Sit tight for that one. And the other section going out the other way is looking pretty nice as well. The sheer amount of detail that I put into a space like this definitely means that it takes quite a bit of time to assemble and put together. You can see my inventory is very full of blocks, and this is just for two little entranceways. I'm really coming to enjoy this style, especially for interiors, and I really hope you guys are liking it as well. So why don't I do another little time skip right here, and I will catch up back with you guys when I've got that all taken care of. Big progress has been made. You know, the jungle trapdoor actually looks quite cool here, as well as the slab. I was genuinely very sorry. Whoa, how'd you get here? Hi. I was surprised to see how well it blends in with the bottom of the dirt texture. That's two shades I didn't expect to actually blend together well, but here we are. Alright guys, enough getting distracted. I've got some really cool stuff to show you guys down in this underground passage. If we make our way down here, you can see the more green and brown colors of the more surface level ground transitions gently into some more grays and some yellows and even some light blues from the glow lichen. And we're led down into this like antechamber here. The pathway is all rough and ragged from lots and lots of use, and off to the sides here we've kind of got our animals like sandwiched into these little caves here. It's more than a little inhumane, but if you remember back to the lore of our world, the sun is no longer there to keep this planet warm. So if you're going to be growing anything or raising any animals, you're probably going to be hunkering down in these subterranean caves, holding on to what little bits of artificial light you can gather. So we're doing just that. I've got lanterns here as a bit of a temporary measure. They kind of fit in with the style, but I'm definitely going to be replacing them with shroom lights once I get my hands on them. I put a lot more mushrooms and stuff down here and the hanging roots, and I've really made the ceiling nice and detailed to look like it's old and crumbling. I really like the vibes down here. And we're not done with our building extravaganza. Oh no, we've got a lot more stuff to do. As you know, I painstakingly moved all of those animals down from their original spot, which was right here, and you can see we've now got this very strange empty area right kind of in the middle of our starter area, right? We've got our tree, we've got our nether portal, we've got this cool pathway arcing around kind of like nothing, which is a little bit strange, but we will definitely be filling this area in at some point. But as for right now guys, I'm still on a hot building streak and I want to continue that. If we add another large structure over in this area, we're going to kind of form a circle around this central little pit here with our tree and our custom mushrooms and our pathway and our nether portal. And then finally something here to kind of round off this section. I've been gathering resources and cutting down shrooms, and I've been preparing a build for you guys. It's gonna be really cool. And we're gonna do it in a time lapse. Big shroom. So what do you guys think? It's pretty cool, I would say. Kind of have to take a look at it from a little bit further away because it is definitely a very large build. You can see we're back at the starter tree here. It really towers over the other shrooms, and the shape is definitely much more well defined. Because of the increased granularity we have from making a larger build, we can really put a lot more detail and texturing into this compared to, say, one of these custom shrooms. It's actually not entirely finished yet. I'm going to be adding some of those red weeping vines to the bottom here, but we're gonna need to make a trip to the Nether for that. You can actually climb a decent way up the shroom, and if we hop on over here, there's something I've been meaning to show you guys. If we break those few blocks there, you can see that we've got this entire upper area completely empty. I have no idea what I want to use this upper area for, so if you can think of anything that would be cool up here, whether that's storage or like a cool farm of some kind, please do leave a comment down below because I would love to hear all of you guys' ideas as to what to store up here. If we hop on down to the ground level once again, you also probably noticed there's a little bit of a gap here. This mushroom area is also going to be housing our villager breeder. Now, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure if villagers are even gonna work, because as you know, it is always nighttime. So I'm not really sure if they're going to be restocking their trades, or if I need to install something for that, or if I should install something for that. Still on the fence about that because of course it being dark is part of the challenge, and that's a very important part of our series, but also when I intended for Eternal Darkness to be in effect, I was not thinking about villager trading, I was really just thinking about mob spawning. Anyways, you guys, we have been doing a whole lot of building in this video so far, and it has been a ton of fun, but I think we kind of need to shift gears a little bit. So I'm thinking we're going to do something I've been talking about for this entire episode and not really getting around to, which is of course going into the Nether. Never been to the Nether before in a hardcore world. Yeah, I'm not anxious at all. Alright, all suited up and ready to go. Gonna look for Nether Fortress, gonna get tons of quartz, really could use that source of EXP for sure. And here we go, guys. Off to the Nether. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ooh, wait, what is that over there? Haha, okay. Give me a second to just kind of get my bearings here. It's really dark, jeez. Okay, got a little bit of the pigmans going on over here, and it looks like we've got a bastion off the bat. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to bridge over there, but that's totally fine because, I mean, it's not another fortress, but it's certainly gonna be very helpful. Ooh, that is very dangerous. I should not be doing that on hardcore mode. Jeez, okay. You didn't see that. We're not doing that again. Biome's not looking very interesting, I gotta say. I mean, it's just a whole lot of nether waste, and I can't see anything, dude. I feel like the nether is darker since the last time I played Minecraft. This is more than a little scary, dude. This terrain is not very nice. I am legit really nervous here. Raiding a bastion in hardcore mode for the very first time. This is gonna be real rough. I mean, first things first, we have to bridge over there, which is already gonna be really insanely nerve-wracking. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate everything about this. It's like, I've done this before, and it's difficult in regular Minecraft, but it's like, I'm trying to take this really slow, you know? As funny as it would be to run in guns blazing and just hope for the best, rely on my epic gamer skills or whatever, that'd make for good content. But I like this world quite a bit, and I'm invested, man. That's the hardest part about hardcore. You develop like an emotional attachment to your projects and your world. It's really, really difficult to be just like forcefully ejected from it if something terrible were to happen. Which is why I'm making this bridge 2 blocks long. so you know, hopefully I don't just get like immediately annihilated by a ghast or something. Oh boy, oh god, okay. I can't even put up a shield. I'm taking this really slow, like really, really slow. There's hoggles. I don't got much. I'm not touching a single chest until what is going on over there? How did I not notice that? Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Ooh, this is a big bastion. That's a really big bastion. Okay, we're just gonna try it. We're just gonna try it. I missed. I missed. God. Oh no, I had a pig man. Ooh boy, that's not good. Oh, they're gonna be after me. Oh no, what was that? That was a ghast. Where am I? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm running, I'm going back and I'm going back. I'm going back. Oh my god. Where? Right there, okay. Wait. Literally. I am really, really freaked out, man. This is crazy. Look, oh, it's down there. How'd you get down there? You were right in front of me. Okay. I got an advancement out of it too. All right. I'll take it. Right, like what happens if I just do this? Like, are they gonna... I don't know bastions very well. This is gonna be really, really tough. I don't know if they can like shoot me through here or whatever. Here goes nothing, guys. Ooh, golden carrots. All right. I don't want to go out because what if they're like right around the corner, like their pathing kicks back into effect and they just slaughter me out there. But I think I have to make that risk. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Okay. They're aggro and that's fine. Oh, they're all coming. Why are they all coming now? Oh, they're all going nuts. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I think we're all right. I don't want to jinx it, but I think we're okay if I just keep spamming arrows. God, the screams of 1,000 pigs. I think, and I say think, that's a big capital T, think. We're chilling. I'm taking that EXP though. This bastion is freaking massive, but I don't have time for that right now. I need loot. I need material gains. Please. There's a warped forest over there though, and a million endermen, Jesus. The snout banner pattern, yo! Diamond shovel, that's pretty nice. I needed a diamond shovel, actually. Ooh, you do damage. Okay. There's another one. Get out of here, please. Okay. Okay, we're chilling so far. Ooh, you have a range, wow. Can shove in your stupid head in the wall, hitting me from all the way back there. Oh my god. I can hear more of them. This is terrifying. There's holes everywhere. There's a fortress right there? Are you kidding me? That's no- wait, okay, I thought that was another fortress over there. There's a fortress right here. We'll worry about that later. I cannot handle another fortress 2 right now. For my sad little brain. I can only do so much at one time. Ooh, another chest. Oh, there's a big guy. Oh, there's a really big guy. Okay, you need to leave. Wow, they have so much health. What? Bye? What is happening in here? Don't do that. We have raided most of Bastion and come back alive. Somehow. I think I need to give my heart a little break. And go back, put my stuff down, breathe for a minute, maybe do some enchanting, and just chill. That was a lot. Okay, we have made it back into the overworld. I'm sure you guys can tell I was terrified the entire time. Overall, the loot was pretty good though. I mean, got some gapples, golden blackstone, that snout banner pattern, tons of gold, tons and tons of quartz. Let me show off what I got here. Almost 3 stacks of quartz, and we're coming back for more for sure. I want to do a little bit more building to finish off this episode. So give me a minute to calm down, and then we are gonna finish off our starter area finally. I need a break. Alright, I've been going nuts with the building. As you can see, there's a lot of new stuff around here. And before we close out things for today, I really want to show you everything I have been doing to decorate this starter area and, well, complete it. First things first, the big elephant in the room, this beautiful little pond right in the middle of our starter area. As I mentioned earlier in the video, it makes a really nice little circular shape with the path going around this way towards the mushroom and the other path going around the other way towards the portal. And I figured why not complete this like C shape with something round in the middle. So here we go. I haven't filled it with any like life yet, no fish or axolotls or anything. And I don't really have a way of lighting it either, unfortunately, because I do not have access to sea pickles, but it's a really nice start. I think the slabbage is really nice down there. I think the use of the coarse dirt and the leaves and the mangrove roots came out very well. By the way, the ability to waterlog leaves now, seriously amazing addition to Minecraft. This makes building with foliage in and around water so much easier, and I'm really happy that Mojang finally did something like that. It always really bothered me when I would want to put leaves in water like this and you would see a very obvious air gap through the leaves. Right up against the pond here, you can see I built another little tiny decomposing log, this time with a mushroom popping out of it. I wanted to kind of cover a little bit more of the sky area in addition to the mushroom and the trees. Things felt a little bit too open here, not quite as dense and cluttered as I would have liked, and this is similar to the style of our log going up over to the lump. Of course, it's quite a bit smaller and quite a bit more decomposed, but that's just the vibe. I think it came out very nicely. And last but definitely not least, to finish off our starter area, I have put together a villager breeder. It's actually in the ground underneath the shroom, and it's not particularly pretty or anything, but if you notice this funky little button over here, if I give that a press, we eventually get ourselves a minecart. Now, I should explain something about this villager breeder that I think is very particular to this world that I was just noticing as I was moving the villagers from their temporary homes down into the ground. And if we come down here, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, they just kind of stay in their beds, and I'm not really sure what to do about that. Yeah, they just like hang out here. You can like jump on all over their faces and whatever and push them around. They're not gonna go anywhere. They don't go in their little villager hole thing for breeding because of course it's always nighttime. I don't know if this is gonna like work. I don't really know what to do here, to be honest, guys, so if you have any suggestions on how to handle villages, please do let me know down in the comments. I don't want to just not use villagers entirely because that is a separate challenge, but I don't really know what to do about this whole eternal darkness thing. Villagers are not really going to work because their entire existence of trading and restocking is entirely dependent on the day-night cycle. Anyways, we'll get that figured out a little bit later. You can see I got a little fancy minecart system to bring them up to the surface. But yeah, guys, we have had a totally jam-packed episode full of building. This place has absolutely been transformed over the course of this last half hour or so, and I am incredibly proud of what we have managed to do today. I think without a shadow of a doubt, this starter base is absolutely something we can call complete. Now, of course, when I say complete, I don't mean I'm never going to be building anything over here ever again. I mean that it's in a state where I can call it done, and I'm able to use it in every single way I had imagined myself using it. We've done some amazing decorative work down here in the underground passage, brought that funny little enderman that's still there, brought our animals down here, really beefed up the surrounding landscape with these pathways. We've constructed a way to get to and from the lump that doesn't involve swimming through the water, thank God. And of course, we've really livened up this area with a pond, a big mushroom, some more customization to the trees, a custom log, and this giant shroom right here as well. I gotta say, guys, as I've been working on this world, it really feels like I'm playing kind of like a civilization building game, you know? With everything always dark, I'm really always fighting against the darkness that is constantly surrounding us. We've really created this tiny little island of light, and every time we make another little addition or expansion, I can get to push back the darkness just by a little tiny bit. Moving the torches back, replacing the torches with like, you know, underground lighting under the moss carpets to make it more clean and hidden. It really feels like we're starting to make a mark on this world, and I'm really happy to hear that. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna do it for today's video. What a jam-packed episode full of building, and if you appreciated all the stuff we've built today, a like on the video would be very much appreciated, and if you are not subscribed, consider doing that as well. Until next time, my dudes, this has been Leon, and I will see you all in the next 1.19 random hardcore video. Take care, my dudes.